I get this question all the time. What would I personally do if I had to start over with $1,000? So in today's video, I'm going to break down exactly what I would do step by step, what I'll focus on, and how I manage that account to grow consistently over a short period of time. The very first thing I would do with $1,000 is first fix my mindset. There's a lot of people in this space that's always promoting very quick making money, and honestly that doesn't lead to anything but forced bad trades. I remember I posted a tweet, and I'll have it right here for you guys. Some people aren't able to manage a $5,000 trading account, yet they believe they can manage a $50,000 account. It's all based on discipline, not the money you have. So with $1,000, the real goal is to learning discipline, learning patience, and learning risk management. Without those three, you'll continue to blow your account. And if you learn how to scale $1,000 now, you'll be able to scale it much better later on. Adding to this section, you would have to have some type of routine. I personally like to trade weekly 1 to 3 stocks. That might differ on the trader. Some people might say they want 1, some people might say they trade 6. I don't know, but for me, I like being max at 3 trades just because I can study its behavior. I know how that specific stock's price action moves. So if I'm playing options, I'm not shocked by the volatility. If I'm playing shares, the same thing goes for that as well. So always make sure you have some type of plan in place, whether that's a watch list or some type of journal that you have right before the market is open. Next, this is an obvious one. You guys know I love swing trading. So the second one is stay away from day trading. And I'll be honest with you guys, if I have a job, if I can't watch the charts 24/7, there will be no way I would choose to day trade $1,000 account. Day trading small accounts only leads to over trading, chasing moves, and revenge trading. We all been there before, myself included, and that just makes you even more emotional when you trade. For an example, in the Discord, we played Rivian, ticker symbol RIVEN. I'll put an example right here. The reason why I like this chart so much is because it was consolidating for multiple months. Then it started to make higher lows on the daily time frame. So that is when I chose to start an entry around that $17 level. At that time, that's when I alerted the Discord about the trade itself. And like I always mentioned, we then started to scale into the trade. Now, of course, at that $17, there were dip opportunities back down to $16.75, $16.50. That's why I always say make sure to scale into all of your trades. Do not put all of your shares or all of your contracts in one level, because later on, as you can see, we are now up 140% profit alone on that trade. This is a great example of why swing trading works. We got into our position, we waited a couple days to a week or so, I believe, and then boom, now we're up 140%. As we know, there's going to be setups that fail. As we know, the market has been bad the past 2 months, I believe, but that does not mean you're supposed to get rid of your trading discipline. Let's just say we're playing Rivian, and instead of going to $22, it went all the way down to, let's just say, $14. You made sure that you scaled into your position and have the proper stop loss in place. So then if it drops, you are already out of that position. There's a lot of people that hold on to plays that drag their account. Make sure you have your own personal levels marked out. So if a trade goes wrong, you know what levels to get out or scale in. Now for the fourth thing on this list, I would focus on having a simple strategy. You're not here to be chasing plays, chasing small caps. You need to be looking at clean trends, nice pullbacks into retest zones or breakouts out of consolidation. Like I said just now, Rivian was a great example of that. 1 to 2 setups max. You don't need to be fancy with this type of strategy. Most of you guys out there sadly don't have personal strategies, and that's why accounts keep getting blown up. If you have $1,000, you have to be very precise on what setups you're going to enter, how much you're going to use for that exact trade, and what are the specific levels you'll have your stop loss in. If you guys want, I have a 20+ minute video on explaining my personal strategy on finding those clean trends or finding those pullback into retest zones. If you guys want that, make sure to comment below personal strategy. Fifth on this list, if you're playing options, avoid weekly expiration dates. I cannot explain how many people I see with small accounts that are playing expirations that end on Friday just to get that quick little money. It never works out. Trust me, I've done it plenty of times. You have to make sure you find a great strike price at a longer expiration date, because not only you have more time, the decay on that exact strike price with a longer expiration date will be much less than something that is a weekly expiration. For an example, if you want to play, let's just say Tesla, and you have a contract that expires January 1st, that decay is going to deplete so quickly that your account is going to go from $1,000 to $10 within a day. You're not going to be able to grow your account if you're picking strike prices that have strong decay. If you don't know what decay is, I'll put it right here. This is where you find specifically where things like theta, delta, and decay, things like that. Decay is pretty much what your position would go down every single day day if it does not reach that specific level. Yes, longer expirations are more money, but if you have $1,000, there's plenty of stocks out there that you can use $100, even less, that are in the money, not out of the money. That is another topic I'll teach you guys about that you can take advantage of. Adding to this, if you're playing shares, stay away from any stocks that have upcoming news or upcoming catalysts. Those are very risky, although I play some myself. If you have $1,000, your personal strategy shouldn't be hope. Your personal strategy should be based more on you, not on the others of the market. There's a trade recently that I won't name that me and my community wasn't part of, but there was plenty of people. It was trending all over Twitter, all over YouTube, and they were expecting big news. Although news came out, it was news that the company was delisting. So it went from 12 cents all the way down to 0. So a lot of people blew their accounts because they were hoping this would 2, 3, 4x their portfolio. And last but not least, I would trade much less. There's a lot of people that promote that you have to trade every single day. The people in the Discord can tell you first, I am always active 24/7, but I'm not throwing out plays just so we can be active. If the market is not moving, it is not moving, and we're not moving as well. I'm not going to force trades just to appeal to the gambling audience. There is plenty of times where you have to sit and wait on a position to set up before you even start a position. I posted a tweet about a while ago. I'll put it right here. Trading is 99% patience and 1% execution. You guys have to get out of the mindset that you have to be active 24/7. You have to be looking at your charts every single day. We're not day traders over here. We are swing traders. So we wait for setups to come to us, not the other way around. If with $1,000, I would trade 2 to 4 times max a week. Only the cleanest setups, not because I can't trade more, but now I'm in the mindset of trading very selective setups. You're not going to be forcing trades. You're not going to have emotions. That is what kills your account. So to wrap things up, if I had to start over with $1,000, I wouldn't rush anything. I'll focus on trading one style, protecting my capital, and trading very, very small. The goal is to become a kind of trader that can handle big amounts of money. If you can't handle $100 or $1,000, you're not going to be able to handle 10 or even 100,000 later on. Remember, if you're starting small, you're not behind. Trust me, you're just getting in the game. If you guys want me to show you my personal strategy breakdown with the charts, make sure you get this video to 100 likes. Appreciate all of you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.